Before we speak, let's look. Let the eyes wander. Each canvas is leaning in, whispering its own secret. They tilt, they sway, they catch the light differently, as if the paintings themselves are adjusting their posture, standing straight, lying down, doing the somersault, deciding which part of their soul they want to show you first. This one feels like the hush between heartbeats. Not absence, not emptiness, but that strange fullness you get when two people share a glance that says everything, and yet says nothing at all. The center hums with a symbol you may not recognize, and yet somewhere in the nothingness, a part of you does. It's the kind of mark you don't need to explain, only to feel, like the memory of a dream you never had, but still somehow miss. The colors fold into each other like promises kept in the dark, a geometry of restraint and revolution. It doesn't shout, it doesn't plead, it simply is. And in that stillness, it waits for the right kind of eyes to see it. Imagine two pyramids dreaming of each other, one rooted in the earth, the other rising in the air, both reflecting something that doesn't exist until you stand between them. It's a riddle painted in silence. Is the wind moving the mountain, or is the mountain moving the wind? I think it doesn't really care for an answer. It just is. And that's the beauty of it. This is a kind of place you don't stumble into. You are allowed in. Only for a little while. But to answer this question, is the wind moving the mountain? Or is the mountain moving the wind? Mind. The answer is the mind. It's a simple shape if you're looking without seeing. A star above, a curve beneath. But here's the thing, the longer you look, the less certain you are about what's holding what. The horseshoe. Protection, a silent arc to catch the force, the star, guidance, distance, that unreachable flicker in the dark. In the space between them, there's a question your eyes can't form the words, and that's fine. Some questions live better unspoken. This one smiles when you try. The flame is meant to be fragile, and yet, here in the cathedral of truth, it doesn't waver. It burns without smoke, without fear, like the kind of will that outlives the person who lives. You can almost smell the resin in the air, feel the bark under your palms. The trees do not guard the flame, they witness it, and maybe they learn from it. It's not the loud, hungry fire we know, it's the kind you bow to without knowing why. Some dreams are so vivid, they spill into waking life. This tree, I think, dreamt of being human. And when it woke, it still remembered its hands, belonging, the ache of moving forward instead of growing upward. And maybe somewhere there was a man dreaming of this tree, rooted, unbothered, unmoved except by the wind. Both dreams are true. Both dreams are impossible. And yet, here they are, shaking hands. That didn't exist before my hands decided to make it so. You know what? Maybe the tree is birthing the man. You know, people often ask me, where do all of these paintings come from? And the truth is, they don't come from anywhere. They happen like a sneeze. I guess that makes me a fraud. Sometimes they arrive wearing poetry in perfect light. Sometimes they stumble in drunk, covered in metaphors, dropping half of their meaning on the doorsteps. And yet, the process has never been the same. But the one lesson I've learned through the whole thing, there is no point carrying yesterday's dirt in today's trousers. Leave everything at the door. Walk in naked. You take off your opinion, your moves, your clever little plans, your stupid little schemes. You sit them outside and let them wait like impatient pets. Inside the room, there's just you, it, and that strange electricity that doesn't care about your resume. Creation, at its best, is rude. It interrupts, it demands you show up exactly as you are, but also, somehow, better than you've ever been. And when it's done with you, it tosses you back into the world, smiling. So maybe that's the point. Not to make great art, but to keep walking into that room again and again and again, until even the walls start to wonder, what is this motherfucker gonna leave behind this time?